Hello, viewers. I know I kind of look like garbage today, but I've been busy. Try and fix this a little bit. Is that gonna help? Maybe. So I am a federal worker. I work for NOAA, and we might all be fired on Tuesday. That's the 30th. If that happens, I'm in big trouble. We've got 3.5 payments already set aside for the house. So we just and they're 5 installments. So we got 3.5, and the last installment is real small. It's like $3,000. But we still have, but I still don't have that. See, I need $7,200 to finish this. I've already put in 60,000, and now to get this close and to not have my job. Thank you, dear leader. Fucking. So we'll see. Stand by. See how that turns out. If I do lose my job on Tuesday, I'm going into the real estate office and putting my house for sale on Wednesday. I do have some small repairs, just mostly kind of maintenance stuff. I've got to paint the porch, paint the back deck, and every now and then the roof in the master bathroom leaks, but only sometimes. So it's weird, and I could either try and climb up there and look at it, or I got a drone, but I'm not very good. I'm not a very good drone pilot, but I could try it and get an idea of what that is. So, but all in all, the house is in pretty good shape. Really just some touch-up paint here and there, and I'm good to go. But I'll tell you, it's like my heart's broken. The state of our country. There's just so much hate and division, and that's just heartbreaking. But aside from that, the physical realities of living here are just getting worse and worse. I follow the currency exchange, and the value of the dollar, it's lost like 10% of its value in just like 5 months. And every time I go and look, it's lower and lower and lower and lower. So I'm like in a rush to buy as many Thai baht as I can whenever I get dollars to do it, because I'm just losing money on that. So that's one issue. The other one is, you guys know, inflation here is real. I just went to Safeway. I got a gallon of milk, a little pack of sushi, 3 frozen dinners, a 24 pack of Diet Dr. Pepper. I mean, it was in one bag. I could put it in my one shopping bag. I'll show you my shopping bag. I don't know where it is. But it was $108. And I just can't. I got to get out. I can't afford to be an American. Can't afford to live in America. With the way prices keep going up and up and up, and home values keep going down and down and down. And if this shutdown occurs on Tuesday, it's all starting to cascade into the dump. And I don't know if anyone will be able to buy my house, even if I sell it for much less, like thousands and thousands less than what Zillow and Redfin say. I don't know if it'll sell. There's a house down the street, right, my neighbor down there. His house has been on the market for over a year. So if I lose my job, I'm fucked. Pardon my French. I might have to just sell this house for like the bare minimum just to pay off the mortgage. right? Because I owe $119,000 on the mortgage, and then Zillow and Redfin, I think it's around 320. But I don't think I'll get 320. If I'll be lucky if I get 300, and by the time I pay $15,000 in excise tax, mortgage insurance, and whatever, I got it all written down in my notebook that I can't find, and pay the 3.5% commission, that'll all clear with maybe $60,000, and I could finish the house build with that. And apply for Social Security, get my $2,100 a month. But I'll tell you, $2,100 a month, even with the value of the dollar going down, down, down like it is, still so much better in Thailand, in many, many countries, not just in Thailand. And I'm looking through the news and stuff all the time, and it's like people are just leaving. People are just packing up and leaving. And with all of the hate and the dysfunction and the complete total fucked upness of America, why pay a premium price to live here where you have no services, where healthcare is, I have healthcare for my company, and they take out like $308 a month for my insurance plan, and yet I've got a $6,000 deductible. Cigna is my insurance company. They won't even cover my insulin. I just have to pay that. I just have to pay everything. So why am I paying $308 or $348 a month for coverage that I just can't use? Oh no, you got to spend $6,000 first, which I know isn't much here with the United States healthcare, but health insurance sucks. The healthcare industry, I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, but I'm just stating the facts. I'm just stating the reality, and the reality, looking through the books, is there's a lot of red, not much black. So I'm hoping people drive by and see some furniture and give me $20, $50, maybe $100. Because if I don't have it, I have to pay to have it dumped. And I did that once. They filled with one load. It was almost $400 for one load. And it was mostly just boxes, an old desk, and a couple doors. And it was almost $400. See? So I just feel like I'm being raped by capitalism. Raped by the GOP and their big, beautiful bill bullshit. I'm getting nothing for my taxes. Nothing. So, what more can I say? I can't keep going. Can't keep doing this. With my Social Security, just $2,100. People say, "Oh, well, you should have been a hedge fund manager." Well, yeah, I should have. I should have been a hedge fund manager. What about your 401k? And I said, look, I cashed in my 401k for the down payment on this house. So the only assets I have is whatever equity is in this house. And if the housing market keeps falling the way that it is, the economy, and people are losing their jobs and they can't afford to buy houses, it doesn't matter what the interest rates are. So I've got equity that I can't use. So I'm just, hopefully that, luck is on my side and I can get through this, get this house on the market and sold, and hopefully by then the value of the dollar won't be too terrible and I can buy as much Thai baht as I can and then try and live off of that, supplement my retirement with that, because that's all I'll have. I'll have the house and whatever equity I get from this house, and I feel like the longer I wait to put it on the market, the longer it takes to sell, the lower that buffer is. So, all right, I'm going to stop rambling. Okay, I'm signing off. All right, we'll talk later.